Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
So your girl Porsha Williams and her soon-to-be ex-husband Simon Guobadia have been taking over headlines lately since Porsha announced their divorce last month. Since then, they've been taking shots at each other on social media. Simon has been cruising around Miami with another chick, and Porsha, let him tell it, has been popping up to the house with an armed gentleman. Now, when Porsha filed for divorce in court last month, she said Simon was not to make any changes to any bank accounts, any mortgage deeds, any pertinent financial records. However, according to Simon, 3 days after Porsha popped up at the house with an unknown gentleman who had a gun, Porsha also popped up to the house with her mother and her mother's boyfriend. And during that time, according to Simon, Porsha and the family disengaged the security cameras, which means they were tampering with evidence. Now, Simon can't go tampering with financial records. However, Porsha can go in the house and tamper with whatever she wants to. Y'all know how Porsha gives it up. We are going to get into this case and so much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this story and so much more. Now let's get back into it. Now, as crazy as this case is, I told you before that I would do everything in my power to try to keep you up to date with it, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Now, in a previous video, we talked about Simon and Jeezy hanging out and that they were both friends and they both had attorneys that worked in the same law firm. Those attorneys were both handling their divorce case. However, Simon is no longer working with that attorney by the name of Alex Cutler. He now has an attorney by the name of Anyema Fari. Now, I'm going down the list of all of her cases that she tried in Fulton County. No names really rang a bell as far as any possible celebrities. However, Simon was like, look, I want to go with her, and that's who he's going with. Now, the crazy thing about it is that Simon retained Anyema as his attorney the same day that Porsha allegedly started all of this drama, which happens to be March 21st. Now, y'all know I don't like giving you secondhand information. I like reading directly from the court docs. However, it typically takes 24 hours for the general public to be able to see such documents, which means a certain someone fed this story to the original publisher, which happens to be Page 6. So until I get my hands on the documents, we will be reading the documents from Page 6. Let's go. Simon Guobadia fired back at estranged wife Porsha Williams' divorce filing, claiming in new court documents that the Real Housewives of Atlanta star brought an armed gunman to the marital home. In the documents obtained by Page 6 Monday, Guobadia alleges the reality star abandoned their house at one point, only to return with a man visibly bearing a gun for reasons unknown to Guobadia. The entrepreneur claims that Williams brought the man on 2 occasions. Guobadia alleges that during one instance, which took place on March 21st, he had to call police to maintain the peace. He also claims that Williams, 42, had third parties to call and harass Guobadia and others in effort to force them out. Guobadia alleges that on or about March 24th, Williams, her mother's boyfriend, made a forcible entry into the marital home, disengaged security cameras, and tampered with items and evidence. Since the filing of the instant divorce, wife's actions have been erratic, unstable, threatening, and harassing to the house staff and the minor children, the documents state. Williams' behavior has caused safety concerns, especially since there are minor children, Guobadia's children, currently living in the marital residence. Guobadia, who is 59, is requesting a judge issue a restraining order against the Bravo celebrity. Reps and attorneys for Williams did not immediately return Page 6's request for comment. Page 6 also reached out to the police department to confirm Guobadia's allegations. Williams filed for divorce from Guobadia last month after 1 year of marriage and immediately requested that the businessman not destroy any financial records. In his filing, however, Guobadia claims Williams took calculated steps to marry and divorce him shortly thereafter to intentionally trigger parts of their prenup for personal financial gain and greed. Williams since has severed all public ties to her now estranged husband, removing his last name from her Instagram account and deleting various photos. Since then, Guobadia has already sparked romance rumors with a fitness trainer. Now, I'm starting to believe that a lot of this drama may actually be true, because not once have we heard anything about the Real Housewives of Atlanta crew being outside, up in a tree, around the corner, filming any of this. All of this is going down in real time, and I know Andy Cohen has to be kicking himself because he's not getting any of this on film. Now, my question to Porsha is this. Porsha, what were you going in the house to retrieve, and why did you have to disengage the camera to do so? Was Simon not allowing you in to get some of your stuff? Were you just going to be petty? What was it? Now, the thing is, Porsha did all of this allegedly just days after she got back from LA with her BFF Shamia. Her and Shamia were in LA, they were eating good, they were drinking good, and they were throwing shots just as well.
Okay, I got a question. If you came back in another life, what would you want to be?
Well, I like to people watch, so I'll probably be, I don't know, a stalker. Are you laughing?
Okay, wait. We're not going to be stalking. So, outside of being a stalker, if you came back in another life, no stalker, what would you be?
I would probably have to be a peeping Tom. Yeah, a peeping Tom.
Now, Porsha and Shamia were speaking about stalkers and peeping toms, and many people felt like that shade was thrown to none other than Nene Leakes. Now, about a week ago, Nene took to social media and she was very hurt that Porsha is no longer her friend. Not just that, Porsha was trying to mess up her money in the industry by stating that she did not want to work with Nene on a show called The Upshaws because Nene was a difficult person to work with. They had fallen out before in the past, so instead of getting rid of Nene, producers came to Nene and was like, look, is there any of the other housewives that you don't want to work with? She was like, no. Why? What happened? They told her what Porsha said, and she was like, I can't believe she said that. So they ended up replacing Porsha with Cynthia Bailey, and everything went okay. However, Nene contacted Porsha and was like, look, what's going on? So let's get into these text messages. So these messages come from Straight from the A. Shout out to her. And the messages say, hey, Porsha, I hope you are doing well. I am shocked to hear that we have issues and you didn't want to work with me. Wow, just wow. We have double dated a few times, Vegas, Miami, your home, etc. It's sad to hear. We have hung out in Dubai. You were texting me about housewives. This is sad. We are black women that need to work, not stopping each other from working. Porsha said, yeah, all of that and through all of this, and this is your first text? How, who, and how the F do you not even check on Lil Sis? Enough said. You chose your side, and I'm good with that. People weird as F. I've shown loyalty time and time. I've also shown concern and genuine love during all of your hardships, but I never get it back. It's cool though. When people move differently, so do I. Nene said, you are wrong in every way. You went extremely too far. Nothing you are saying is valid enough to go to a production company and say you do not want to work with Nene because we have issues in the past. I gave you your space. I didn't want to invade your privacy. I didn't want to seem nosy. I wanted to wait until I see you in person. I was excited about working with you. As far as Johnny and Simon are concerned, they have their own relationship. I have nothing to do with that. I only speak to Simon and keep it moving. Not too long after Nene went live, Nene posted a picture with her, Yanni, Simon, and another chick. This is the same chick Simon was online saying was prettier than Porsha and all of this other stuff. It was a whole bunch of shade being thrown. However, Porsha should have never, ever told production that Nene was hard to work with only because you was mad at Nene because Nene's dude is still cool with Simon. Like, who does that? Needless to say, this is the reason why people were saying that Porsha was being shady with Shamia, speaking about peeping toms and stalkers because Nene went and did this by taking this picture. It's a lot of drama. It's a lot to deal with. What I need to do is hear from you. What do you think about all of this mess regarding Simon, Porsha, somebody outside with a gun, all of this stuff with Nene? Leave a comment and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my new episodes.